Hi, Harry Brown, giving you another tutorial on bitfields in Rails. Okay, a bitfield is like, well, actually, it's normal integer field. It's normal integer field. It's just a number, but that number can represent more than one field. All right, say for instance, like this. We Some people want to get emails. Some people want to hide their logo. Some people want to display all their vendors. I know you have no idea what that stuff is, but let's just say these are different settings. Okay. So if you really want to do it the long way, you could have a field for weekly emails, and you could have a field for hide logo, and you could have a field for you get the picture anyway. Okay, I'm not going to go through all that. Or am I? Maybe I will. Okay, well, anyway. Whatever. You have a feel for that. Whatever. Oh, I see what they're saying. The display vendors. Has to be like some crap like that or something. Or weekly, what do you call this other one? Hide logo. Okay, whatever. All right, you could have a feel for each of those if you wanted to, and like say if they wanted to have weekly emails, you could have a one there and one there. If they wanted to hide their logo, they don't want to hide their logo. That'd be a zero. But you know what? Why have all those separate columns when you can put it all in one column? So that's kind of what a bitfield kind of does. Okay, let me get rid of those right quick. Doop. Doop. I wouldn't really change my table columns that way. I would create migration, of course. That's just for, laughs. If you think that kind of thing is at all funny, which it probably isn't. Let's see. Okay, let's see. All right. Now, we're looking at this guy here, the dummy firm. And he's got these settings that, we can set right there. Weekly emails, hide logo. And as usual, it's like in the controller, update action. Right. Well, actually, this should probably be in like a private little section down there. What params and attributes can be set. But for right now, we're just going to look at it right there. Okay. Let's see. Here's receive emails, which is right here. You can also update hide logo, which is right there, and display all these fields don't have their own field in the database. We could put one in the database for each of those, but instead we're going to use this one field for all of those called settings. Now, the way that we can use that one field called settings is by defining it as a bit field. It can hold, just one number can hold data for all that stuff, for all that crap. Right now that number is 0 because none of those things are selected. Okay, now here it is. This is how it works. Okay, a bit field, it's defined in the model, first of all. We use acts as bit field in the model, say the firm model. Settings, it's going to act as bit field because that's the name of our field, the settings. And it's the fields that it has is receive emails, hide firm logo, and display vendors. It has all three of these things combined into that one settings field. And they just update, just like any other field. And Rails knows what to update settings because it's defined in the model access bit field. Okay, this doesn't work automatically in Rails. It's a plugin. Okay, in the library, We have this library called this plugin called Access Bitfield. It's somewhere in here. Don't ask me where it is. It's just somewhere in there. All right, take my word for it. JavaScript. I'm not gonna look for it. I can find it if I wanted to, but yeah, here it is, right here. Library Access Bitfield. And there it is. It's a plugin, and this tells Ruby how to interpret this column, how to interpret this number. Okay, this is how it. Okay, and of course, okay. So we're gonna close that up. We don't need to change that. That's the plugin, as we got it downloaded. And this is the initializer that tells Rails to start that plugin up, and that's in our config initializers access bitfield. That's initializer that tells Rails to start that up. Okay, all right. Now back to what it does, how it works. This is really, really nice. I'll try not to sound so jazzed about it. Okay. Each of these has a different number assigned to it, a different value assigned to it. The first one is going to be 1, and then the next one is double, so it's 2, and then this one is double that, and so it's 4. 1, 2, and 4. So if we hit the first button on here, refresh that. Now the settings is 1. Now if we hit the last one, and refresh this, now the settings is 4. Now if we hit 2 of them, we refresh this, now the settings value is 5. And so it knows that we got the weekly emails and the display all vendors, because that one is 1 and that is 4. There is no other way to get a 5, you know, because this is 2, and the next one's going to be 8. There's no other way. Each combination, each sum that's right here can only be achieved through one specific combination of numbers. So if we had another field right here, like new field, this one would be 8. 1, 2, 4, 8. This one would be worth 8 points. Well, I know it's not a game, not points, but whatever. You get the picture. Yeah, it would be worth 8. Whatever, 8 of whatever, I don't know, 8 bits, I don't know, who knows. It'll be worth 8. So, you know, now, here's a little quiz. If we select this one right here in the middle, can you guess what the total is going to be right here in settings? If you guessed 7, then you were perfectly right. Anyway, that's, make a long story short, which is probably too late. That's how a bitfield works. You have a plugin, you have an initializer, you define it in your model, and then you just go ahead and update those fields in your controller the way you normally would. And you define a model, and and first one is 1, next one is 2. Each one doubles in value. And that's the story of Bitfield.